welcome back to my channel. Today's video is so exciting. This is all about dress shopping. So this is going to be episode number 3 in my #FairyTale Fridays wedding series, where you all get to come on my journey and help me plan my wedding. Our wedding is going to be in May of this coming year, so May 2017. So I still have a lot of time, but I need to start getting the important things done. And one of the most important parts of wedding planning is the bridal dress. I'm sure all brides would agree. So I just found my dress. I just said yes to my dress, I think maybe a week ago. And I visited quite a few bridal shops. So in the beginning, or right after this clip, I'm going to go ahead and insert some clips of me shopping at the different bridal boutiques. And then once the clips are done, then I'll go ahead and give you guys some of my dress shopping tips. So go ahead and stay tuned for the end of the video if you want to know tips that I have. So, like I said earlier, I did pick out my dress and I went to 6 different bridal shops. So one of the important things to me when I first started dress shopping was I wanted to have the experience. So I chose the top bridal boutiques in the San Diego area and I made appointments to all of those. Actually, one of my maids of honor, she set all of the appointments, God bless her, at all the different bridal boutiques. And so yeah, it was very important for me to check out the boutiques. I did not want to go into a big chain store. I just am not into that whole experience. I've heard some of them don't even have mirrors and you just walk in and you can just smell like the cheap. I don't like that. It's just not me. And I am paying for my wedding myself. I don't have a ginormous budget, but I wanted to have that experience of going into a little boutique and feeling like the whole day is about you. Okay, so I have all of my tips written down in this little notebook. My first tip is going to be your budget. So before you do any wedding planning, you should have your budget in mind. Budget is very, very important. You don't want to end up broke at the end of your wedding. And it was really important for me not to have to take out a loan. So I had my budget in mind and I told myself, this is how much I'm willing to spend on a wedding dress and I don't want to go over. And I did end up going over actually, by not a crazy amount, but I did end up going over. And keep that in mind, that when you set a budget, make sure it's one that you can be a little bit flexible in. That way, if you do end up falling in love with a dress that's a little bit over your budget, you're not going to be too broke at the end of it. Every bridal salon or boutique that I went to always asked me, what's your budget? And I told them, you know, I want to try on dresses from X amount to X amount, and I don't want to see anything that's over that. I don't want to try on anything that's over that, just because there's no point on trying on a dress that you might potentially fall in love with that you can't afford. That's a really crappy feeling. So don't put yourselves in that situation, okay? Another huge tip I have is to start early. This is so important. You guys don't realize that wedding dresses usually take about 4 to 6 months to be made. So I paid for I put the deposit down for my dress in September, so like maybe a week or 2 ago, and my dress is expected here in February. That is 5 months out. That's a really long time, and my wedding is in May, and my bridal consultant told me that I'll have my dress finished and done about 2 weeks before the wedding, which is already making me freak out. So imagine if I waited until January to start looking for my dress. I don't know how that would work out. A lot of times you end up buying just a sample off the rack. And if you're not okay with that, then you really, really need to start early. Most people recommend dress shopping like about 8 to 9 months out. That way you allow yourself plenty of time. I would even recommend 9 to 12 months, but I think I'm perfect timing. Another important aspect is, what is the theme of your wedding? So you don't want to buy a dress that's not going to go with your theme. If you're going for, say, a rustic theme and you're buying this giant ball gown with tons of embellishments and crystals and you want to wear a tiara, that's not really going to go with a rustic theme. So I know it's your day and you can do whatever you want, but keep that theme in mind. That way your pictures don't look kind of weird and people aren't looking at you like, well, that dress, you just kind of look out of place. You know, again, it's your day, so you can ultimately do whatever you want, but keep your theme in mind. And that's what I did when I was shopping and I had my bridesmaids and my maid of honor with me. They would tell me, you know what, that one doesn't seem like it really goes with your theme. And some of the dresses I tried on, you guys will see, doesn't really go with my garden theme wedding. So later on when I was looking at pictures, I'm like, yeah, that's too glam. And that will look better in like a ballroom wedding than an outdoor garden wedding. So something else that's super important is to have an idea of a style that you want. Now, I'm not saying you have to know exactly what you want, but when you're looking on Pinterest or The Knot, and you're looking at different dresses, it's good to just have an idea. That way when you go into the store, you're not completely lost and you have to try on everything that they have, which there's no problem with that. But for example, me, I really wanted a sweetheart neckline, I wanted a strapless gown, and initially I wanted like an A-line, but also a ball gown, but not super over the top ball gown, if that makes sense. And it was also really important to me that the bottom be tulle. And so I didn't really want to try anything that was satin or chiffon or anything like that. I specifically wanted tulle, and then of course a sweetheart neckline. And that made shopping so much easier because I had an idea. I had narrowed down on what I liked and what I didn't like. For example, I did not want a mermaid style dress. They're beautiful, but that's not what I wanted. I didn't want anything with sleeves. So it's good to at least make a list of what you want and what you absolutely don't want. And you can try on dresses that are out of what you wanted. Like I did try on a mermaid style dress. I did try on a dress that had sleeves, and it just kind of made me realize even more, hey, that's not the style I'm going for. So just having a style in mind helps. And if you go onto Pinterest and you take pictures with you to your bridal appointment, that will help your consultant a lot as well. Now, if you are deciding to go shopping at a boutique, you do need to make an appointment at most places. I had my appointments booked about 2 to 3 weeks out, and it worked out perfectly. I really like that with the bridal boutiques, you have one-on-one attention. You have a bridal consultant, and you're the only bride there, or maybe I can't even talk. Or there may be one other bride shopping at the same day as you. And that wasn't a big problem for me, but you're not gonna go into a bridal boutique and have a bunch of random people just looking at dresses and trying on dresses. It doesn't really work like that. Another tip is to keep an open mind. Now, I know I said you should have a particular style in mind, but at the same time, a lot of times when you go in thinking this is the specific type of dress I want, you don't leave with that dress, just because things might not look great on you. And not every style of wedding dress is gonna look great on every single person. So keep an open mind. Don't be too disappointed if you really wanted a mermaid dress and you end up in a ball gown. Just go with the flow, take your consultant's recommendations. Keep in mind that they have a lot of experience. This is their job to know what looks good on you and what they should recommend. So just take in the recommendations. You don't have to try on dresses that they recommend. I would just do it, and I found a lot of dresses that I really loved based on my consultant's recommendation. The dress I ended up saying yes to, which you did not see in any of the clips, I did not want to put my dress out there for everyone to see. I just think it's kind of bad luck, so I didn't do that. I went in knowing I want to try this dress on, and it ended up being the one, which I feel like it doesn't happen to a lot of people, where you'll say, I want to try this dress on, and it ends up being exactly the dress of your dream. And the last tip I have for you is to trust your instinct. If you feel like a certain dress is beautiful on you, but you just don't feel like it's you, don't go with it. It's all about how you feel in a dress. I was stuck between two dresses, and they were very different from each other. One of them, I'll insert a clip here. One of them was very, very romantic. It was very princessy. It was beautiful. And almost everyone that I showed liked that dress better than the one I ended up picking. And the one I ended up picking is beautiful. It is gorgeous, but everyone just said I looked like such a princess in the other one. But when I was trying on the other one that I didn't pick, I kept thinking about how I felt in the other dress that I did end up picking. And the dress I ended up saying yes to just made me feel like a princess bride. Like I am the most beautiful girl in the world when I'm wearing this dress. And that is a really good feeling to have. I hope every bride gets to experience that. And I didn't get that with any other dress that I tried on. I felt beautiful in them, but this dress just gave me butterflies. It just made me feel a certain way. And any other dress that I tried on after that, I just kept thinking back to my original dress. And even though everybody said, you know, I like both, but I like the other one better, I didn't end up going with that because I knew in my heart that I just felt more beautiful in the other one. I felt more like a bride in it. And that's the one I ended up saying yes to, because in the end it comes down to how you feel and how in love you are with your dress. You're the one that's gonna wear it. You're the one, it's your day. It's not anyone else's day. Everybody is still gonna think you look beautiful, but you don't wanna have regrets. So stay true to yourself and buy the dress that makes you feel like you. Anyway guys, it is so hot in here. I am dying. I have my AC off, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very special to me, and I'm so glad that you guys get to come with me and I get to share this journey, this most important part of my life with you guys. And I just really hope that you are loving these videos. I'm gonna come out with more, I promise. Next one is probably gonna be cake tasting, and I have a lot more ideas in the future as well. If you missed my last video, I will leave a link for it down below. Alright guys, so I will see you in my next video. Thank you again so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my god, I am so excited for today's video. You have no idea. I'm like literally shaking because I'm so excited to film today.